Okay, so Darkside Phil is a guy who does, quote-unquote, how do I phrase this? He does what I've been doing, and other people, and apparently he's been doing it for a while or something like that, but he thinks he's like the creator of it, you know? Like, he thinks he's the godfather of everything, which is not, that's not true at all. There were people, even before I showed up, and James showed up, and everybody else who, like, the people that started, then me, and other people, before us, there were other people, you know? And he fucking thinks, like, he's the best ever or some shit, and he never comes off his high horse. Imagine me in the Armake21 days. Imagine that ego, and then imagine it just will not deflate under any circumstance. There's no humanity there. It's just this arrogant, like, nasty, like, approach of just believing that you are never wrong, you are always right, and the world is out to get you, and, you know, you're victimized, and at the same time, you take it out on your fan base and everybody else around you 24/7, pretty much. It's this disgusting, horrific, like, attitude to take about anything, especially when you make content. More to the point, he's getting paid to sit there and, like, record his fucking computer screen, his TV, and other stuff with a friggin' camcorder, or webcam, or whatever the hell he uses. The video quality is garbage, the commentary is absolute garbage, and 95% of it, it's like he just complains nonstop, where I would complain a lot of times just for humor's sake, or to make fun of, like, the gamer tropes, like getting really angry over nothing, or getting angry over an NES game, because, like, nobody gives a shit anymore, you know, for the most part. It's not a joke to him. He doesn't understand satire either. He went on, like, Mecha64, they did the Todd Naron thing on the VGX. I just recently learned about this, but then I started reading into it, reading about his comments on Twitter. He didn't know that was satire? How the fuck do you... How do you not know... How do you not know that's satire? How is that possible? It doesn't make any, it makes no sense. Like, how can you be that brazenly moronic? That's all Mega64 does. Like, really? Like, how the... I mean, say what you want about me being an asshole at times. It's, you know, it can be true. But I will eventually, you know, I'll come down and say, like, okay, you're right, or, you know, I was wrong, or I fucked up, or whatever. Even when I'm in my most rage-filled moments, real ones, I will come down eventually off of it, you know, and I'll fucking relax, and I'll chill out, and I'll fucking calm my nerves and stuff. He doesn't do that. Not to mention, he refers to it as his job, and he talks about, like, how, like, making videos takes so much time and everything, and it eats away at everything. But he refers to it as his job, and he complains about stuff. Like, I wish I could get paid to sit on my ass and edit horrible quality video with shitty commentary on it all day. I could do it all fucking day with no problem. I could literally sit here for 9 hours and fucking play video games and commentate on them. Yeah, no, I saw that. I saw how many people went after DSP too. That was cracking me up to no end. And the reason I was looking into it was because I was trying to see if he really was as bad as people claimed or not. And unfortunately, yeah. And I have zero sympathy for him. I also have zero sympathy for him because of how he talked to some people. He's horrible. I'll give you a perfect example. There was this bit where he was playing a game with someone else, and fucking somebody who was a fan invites him into a chat, right? And he acts like what the fuck are they doing? Are they fucking stupid or something? Like all high and mighty, like you're something special or something. You're making videos for the fucking internet. What are you? Even if it's your job, have a little bit of class, enough to the point where, like, if a fan shows up and wants to talk to you for 5 minutes, give them the 5 minutes. Are you doing anything better with your time? The answer is fucking no. Be glad you have a fan. Be glad you have fans in the first place. Be respectful of that, you know? And it's funny, did anybody learn any of the lessons from other people, including myself, when we lost our shit at times? Like, did anybody pay attention to what happens when that shit happens? I mean, fuck, I basically lost my entire standing on the internet at one point. I came back, I started making videos again, I try, you know, and I relax about it. I don't give a fuck. I just upload when I can, and that's it. It's not a job. It's not a job, it's a hobby. It's something I do on the side for fun, you know? There's no reason to get all, like, in this, like, fucking mentality where it's like this or nothing. There can be middle ground. There has to be, otherwise you have no life. And that's what blew my mind when he talked about, like, fucking people living in their basements, not doing anything. Meanwhile, this guy, when he talks about not being able to get a job, and he talks about the job market and stuff, it's almost like a version of Invisible Crane is talking at times. Like a really, how do I describe this? Like a really, like, downtrodden white guy talking about like the same shit Invisible Crane would, like, where I can't do this and I can't do that, but I can exceed these levels, I just don't feel like it right at this moment in time, and that's bullshit. You're either gonna do it or you're not gonna do it. It's as simple as that. Oh, the Happy Valentine's Day thing? Yeah. Yeah, you can't put game review on a resume. You can't even equate it to social media skills or anything like that, because it doesn't work like that. It's not good enough. Total Biscuit's a different story. Total Biscuit, that's just arrogance. But you know what? At least I'll give Total Biscuit the benefit of the doubt. I might not like the guy that much for various reasons. At least the content wow, I was going to throw up when I said that. At least the content he puts out is not that bad, you know? You can knock a ton of different people all you want, but if they at least put some effort in, I've got to give them credit for that, you know? If nothing else, I've got to give some credit where credit's due. But in terms of Phil, his video quality is as shitty as the stuff Red Supreme makes fun of, or other friggin' groups, or even the Fail Sessions at one point, if you want to reference my old fucking stint trying to do that stuff with a bunch of other people. You know, it looks just as bad as those videos did. It has the same problems. I can't listen to his voice. It just aggravates me. That's the one thing I can say about Phil. His voice grates on my nerves. There's no tone difference. Like, it's this one tone and it never stops. Kind of like that beeping noise from earlier. It's kind of on the same page as that. It's just this constant, it's dead. It's just, there's no spikes. The only spike you hear is like when he gets pissed because he keeps dying because he's not paying attention. And believe me, most of his deaths are coming from him not paying attention. And that's when I realized, like, I could say I'm terrible at Dark Souls and I'm terrible at Metal Gear Rising and a few other games, Ninja Gaiden especially. But you know what the truth is? Not that bad, actually. Why won't he review? He does reviews now? It's not really, if what you do is record gameplay footage and you talk over it, it's not a review. It's also not an LP. It's just a commentary video. Yeah, like, whatever, fucking idiots. Like in Dark Souls, for example, when he fucking can't figure out that all you gotta do is push, I don't know, the analog stick up and then fucking hit R1, and he can't pull it off, you know, like, and he keeps trying and he can't do it, and it's like, wow, I did it in my first shot, right out the gate. I did it just when I was learning the controls for the game. And I wasn't even trying to do that. I was actually trying to figure out how to do the roll beforehand, and I couldn't remember how. I mean, now I know how, but fucking, you know, it blew my mind. And then I saw him playing other games that I actually liked, and I was like, wow, he really sucks ass at video games. And then I think to myself, he's getting paid to do this? He's getting paid to be an imbecile and make games look really shitty? To complain about non-existent bugs and issues that are only occurring because he just does not know how to do the most basic of things? Ask Andrew. Ask him, if nothing else. Because I did stream it a while back when the fucking thing came out, the collection. It's not that difficult. He made it look like it's the most, like, difficult. He made it look like Vampire Rain. The Kojima World Order, KWO. Yeah, I heard that. I was like, what the fuck? It's clever, though. It's an alright game, but he made it look like... I watched Retsupre. That was my first introduction to him when Retsupre was like fucking with the coolant and he couldn't figure it out, and then fucking his clothes getting knocked off, even though they tell you in the game specifically that's what's going to happen if you bump into anybody. Like, and the amount of times Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3 break the fucking fourth wall and tell you things, or tell you too much information to the point where your brain wants to explode, and he somehow doesn't get anything. He also skips stuff all the time, like he's just not paying attention. And then he goes on to make fun of people having ADHD, not being able to fucking keep up with his videos, because like he'll do like part 1, part 2, part 3, and his view count won't be as high, and he'll go like, oh well, nobody's watching my videos, so I guess I'm gonna go do something else. Like, it takes time to get views, man. They're not just gonna flock to your video. They're not gonna just suck your dick for nothing. You gotta hold out $1 and offer something, you know? It's depressing. It's depressing, and as much as I want to just laugh about it, it's hard to, because it hurts my brain even thinking about how arrogant he really is. Say what you want about myself back way when, say what you want about Spoony not too long ago, say what you want about a bunch of people, but if nothing else, we eventually acknowledge things. And there's humanity there. With Phil, it's like I said, it's like a fucking nonstop train wreck. And originally I was going to stay out of it, but it's impossible because his videos are all over the fucking place. Yeah, my girlfriend made that. Well, she put it up. She didn't make that. She made the happy birthday sign over there. The end? The end is one of the easiest bosses in video game history. Okay, well, you have to technically know this, but if you take too long at that point in the game, he will die waiting for you. He literally dies of old age. It's a hilarious Easter egg / easier way to fight the boss that Kojima threw in that made me laugh my ass off when I first discovered it. That, and there was another part, I really loved the shit out of it, where he can't get the Elgato to work, and he's bitching and moaning about the flashing and stuff. And he can't stream. The end is one of the bosses in Metal Gear Solid 3, not Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid 3 Snake Eater. The end is the one in the wheelchair. The sniper. That's why he's called The End. He's the best sniper in the world. Or at least he's supposed to be. But he's this old fucker. Now, you can fight him with the sniper rifle, or you can choose to go the other way and wait for him to die. Yeah, you change the clock. That's another trick to it. You can also just wait it out, apparently. But it's just there's a lot of depth. There's a lot of depth in that game. That's why I like Snake Eater so much. But what was I saying? I lost my train of thought. Oh right, the Elgato, right? He bitches and bitches and bitches. Then he starts taking it out on 2 people in the room. Apparently one of them built his computer or something for him. And long story short is he bitches about the flashing. Now, you may recall I was having problems with the Elgato and the fact that when I would stream, it would flash constantly. So I replaced it. But it's not like I'm going to go... It's not like I'm going to tell David Thatcher, you know, the guy that got it. It's not like I'm going to go to him, oh, well, fuck you, it doesn't work. That's like people think that I shit on the dude that got me that computer ages ago. No. I shit on Alienware because they built a piece of crap, but I never told him he was a bad person. I wanted him to get his goddamn money back. They wouldn't do a refund, those fuckers. To this day, I'm still mad as shit about that. But, like, what he did there, it's what they claimed that I did, and I got to see firsthand that shit, and I was like, wow. That was just... That's so fucked up. And in the end, like, you get paid to sit on your ass and play video games piss poorly with crappy video quality and no content whatsoever in terms of commentary worth a fart. You don't have the 80 to 100... I think the fucking live game reportable now is going for 160. Or was that what somebody showed me on Amazon? But I got that for like $80. What's stopping you? Do your fans have to give it to you? Like, I mean, like, really? You can't get off your ass and order it? What's the matter? You can't hit the fucking send key on Amazon? Like, where's the... Like, what I'm saying is there's no legitimate excuse. There was a couple of things like that, and they drove me... this thing's driving me crazy with this fucking trying to do this stupid thing. It's just like... Well, there was a story going around that I originally, when I was given that really expensive-ass computer, that I was completely... Cloud, actually, is the one who misinterpreted the story from Lewis Prower, but it was a story that basically, like, I was so pissed off about it, I took it out on the guy that bought it for me. Not true. Not at all. I will tell you that right now. No bullshit. But it reminded me of that a lot, reading it. But then I realized... It's not a story I'm hearing from someone else. No, this is like point for point in a chat room. He said those things. You can't... Yeah, he described it as a lemon, exactly. It wasn't like it was taken out of context or anything. And I shit you not, all he did was swear endlessly. Because Twitch keeps censoring his F-bombs, and it's like, all you see is star, fix this, apologize. And it's like... And I'm just sitting there going like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And it's just, I lost all fucking respect for him at that. If I had even the smidge of respect for Phil at that point, I lost it all. You don't fucking do that. What the fuck is wrong with you? Long story short, Phil himself is his worst enemy. He could talk about butthurt fanboys, trolls, but the truth is Phil is the worst thing about himself is Phil himself. He has no respect and no love for himself. He's not really a troll. He's not really a troll. He's a bit of an asshole, but we all are at certain points. No, it's not that he lacks humanity, it's that he lacks the fundamentals to understand he's wasting his fucking time. This is the best fucking music ever for having a conversation like this. It's so chill. It's awesome.